Yeah, that's ICE shooting a priest in the head, because they're out there trying to round up the criminal gangs. All right, I'm going to talk about how this movement is going to fail. It's going to fail enormously. And this is a warning to the people who are on the wrong side of this movement. I'm going to talk about gold and how it's essentially sand in an hourglass. And I'm going to talk about Pepe Le Poilievre lying again, supporting the reason why he does not have a security clearance. But first, some housekeeping, unfortunately. This morning, I changed my title name back to AJ Marini London with a little Canada flag. I changed my profile picture because there's another faker. 2 underscores in the username. I've reported him. If you can go look up this person and mass report them, I would really appreciate it. Because TikTok is being a little less responsive since I got banned. See, underscore. I thought having the title name and the username in the same would really help with these fakers, but apparently not. Like, the follower count was rising so much last week, and then all of a sudden it kind of tapered off, and I was wondering why. That's why he's stolen about 5,000 of them. Just so you know, whenever these guys get taken down, I get a huge follower boost because people go looking for me. They don't find any fakers. They find me, and I get more followers. This piece of shit's going to try and sell you crypto scams. Man, if I ever find these people in real life. All right, let's get to the news. First up, Pepe Le Poilievre is an enormous liar. That's why he doesn't have security clearance, eh? He can't do this if he had security clearance. Mark Carney promises President Trump to drive $1 trillion out of Canada. No, he didn't. No, it's not even close to what he said. There's 2 parts to this that are true, and I'm sure they'll get conflated into a giant lie because that's what conservatives love to do. They love to take these lies and then spread these lies for the next several days, months, even years, because they don't read. I wonder if you guys even know how to read. Here's the actual quote. It's completely true. We are the largest foreign investor in the United States. True. $500 billion in the last 5 years alone. That's true. Probably $1 trillion in the next 5 years. Completely reasonable. That's not the same as driving $1 trillion out of Canada. No, that's not how it works. Speaking of $1 trillion in Canada, Canada's finance regulator says up to $1 trillion in lending could be unlocked. They're looking into it. OSFI is quietly laying the ground for the country's banks, insurance companies, and pension funds to vastly increase credit and investments targeted to the current economic crisis. $1 trillion from the banking industry alone. Will any of you fascist supporters read that? No, you'll take this tweet because you love tweets and you'll just repeat this lie over and over and over again as if it's the truth. But it's not the truth. It's not even close to the truth. All right, let me talk about gold and how gold is like sand in an hourglass. It's ticking down to the collapse of the United States. From Reuters this morning, morning bid, gold at 4K, be afraid, be very afraid. Why? Because, well, investment in gold happens when shit's gone sideways. Look, here's gold over the last year. I know a bunch of you think that this is just my opinion. It's not my opinion. This is gold. This is the world of finance telling you. Okay? Gold started to uptick over here when Donald Trump took over. Started talking all this fascist nonsense. And then over here, that was August 19th. Look at the uptick since then. What happened August 19th? That's when the Texas legislature locked Democrats into the legislature, literally, and forced them to vote on a corrupt redistricting. Oh, it's not corrupt. It happens all the time. When you're forced to vote on it, it's corrupt. It's not my opinion. If this was a good idea, the people with the money, the people with enormous amounts of money, would be investing it in the U.S. Instead, they're saying, screw that noise. I'm going to buy gold until things settle down. The higher this climbs, the more it's a sign this administration is going to fall apart. Its economy is going to fall apart. The administration is going to fall apart. It's all going to go bad. Really, really bad. Panicked Curtis Yarvin plans to flee the U.S. Who's Curtis Yarvin? I'm glad you asked. Curtis Yarvin is the guru behind J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel and Elon Musk. He's the one who says technocracy is the way to go. A technical dictatorship. And President Trump is the tool to make it happen. Oh, he's a tool, all right. On his Substack, he said this: the second Trump revolution, like the first, is failing. It is failing because it deserves to fail. It is failing because it spends all its time patting itself on the back. It is failing because its true mission, which neither it nor still less its supporters understand, is still as far beyond its reach as algebra is to a cat. And then he went on to write this, which he later deleted: I feel that I personally have to start thinking realistically about how to flee the country. Go see what happened to Mussolini. Just Google it. I can't show you the photos. Or Nicolae Ceausescu, or Saddam Hussein, or Muammar Gaddafi. Dictatorships tend to end in a very ugly fashion for the dictator and the people who supported the dictator. A lot of this happens. Let me close it out with this. FBI shuts down corruption group, fires agents after they monitored GOP lawmakers. That means the Republicans, eh? GOP is Republicans. So this guy, who loves Trump, who was appointed by Trump, is firing the agents that were investigating Republican corruption. Do you think this is going to go up or down? We are at the point where these people are looking to save their own ass. This is the beginning of the end.